I thought it went really well. I wasn't assuming to take the lead, I wasn't assuming to take the lead so early, and so the last mile of the race was rough, like mental-wise, but it was super nice to be able to see that I can finish the last mile pretty much solo. So,
were you paced pretty well in the race?
Yeah, I would say originally with how windy it was this morning, the plan was to go out in the first mile super conservative, and I guess the wind really died down, but I had kind of the same strategy going into the first mile, and so, yeah.
Were you kind of worried that it was going to be a real windy, gusty day, like all day until the start?
Yeah, pretty much right when we got here, we set up our tent. It was about to blow over, and like literally out of nowhere, it just stopped, which was honestly awesome for this race, just because there's literally no wind block out here, and so if it would have been windy, it would have just been awful. But
what does it feel like to be the state champion?
Super cool, honestly. I think being a cross-country state champ is awesome. I mean, I'm super proud of all the work that I put in this season and my team. Thanks. And so, yeah, it was a nice outcome for the state meet.
And how much work did it take to get to this point?
All the girls on the team, including myself, put in a good amount of miles over the summer, and not necessarily just like loading the miles, but they were like, what's the word, like, you know what I mean? They were like important and like structured workout, like tempos kind of things. And I just think that like the dynamic between the girls on the team really helped us like improve together during the season and the summer. And so I'm super thankful to be on the team that I am. So.
Well, what'd you think today?
I think it was definitely a rough race, but we had like good weather, and I think this is definitely like PR weather. And yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good.
When did you elect to kind of make your move there?
I think I started to try to make my move at the 4K mark. Just think about like the 1000s that we do at practice. But yeah.
Is there a thought that maybe that Ryan may have pulled away from you too much?
Yes, definitely on the downhill. Her and Cody, they kind of pulled away, and they definitely had really good second miles. But I think I just had to, believe in myself and believe in my kick.
Were you happy with your time and your pace?
I think so. I think I might have taken the first mile a little fast, but it is what it is.
How does it feel to be a state champion?
It feels great. Yeah.
When the season started, did you think it would end this way?
I definitely didn't. I kind of started out with like a little knee injury, so it was always on my mind, but I definitely did not think it was achievable. But
how long did it take you to rehab from the knee?
It took me about 4 weeks. So I did a lot of biking and roller skiing, just in the meantime to stay in shape.
Well, tell us about the race. Was it the right pace for you? How'd you figure that out?
I kind of wanted to start out slower, and then if it felt good to pick my pace up.
When did you elect to kind of make your move there?
Towards the end, when it was getting close to the second loop, I wanted to pick it up.
Were you paced by some other folks for a decent time in splits there?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a state champion?
It feels pretty good.
Did you think after last week's regional that this is the way your season would end?
Kind of. Not totally. I was a little nervous, but.
How much work does it take, or did it take, to get to this point?
A lot.
I mean, in terms of miles a day, can you tell us about how much you were running every day?
4 or 5, or even sometimes 6 and 8. Just depended.
How did you get started in distance racing?
In 6th grade, my sister was a really good distance runner, and I kind of wanted to do what she did, just kind of get good at it.
Are your times better than hers?
In the 2 miles and stuff, but she's got the mid-distance faster.
Now it's track. Are you going to be doing outdoor track this year too?
Yep.
What are your goals there?
I want to get my 2-mile time and my mile time down and try to beat my sister's mile time.